Hey, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to go through some of the things that I picked up, get some of the albums I have that I picked up at the coin show, and see what I can fill and what I can replace. A couple of these pennies and stuff. Okay, so let me get into it. I'm start here, and then I'll move on to pennies, and I'll eventually get to these Merc Dimes. I want to pull these. I haven't pulled these out yet. I can't wait to pull these out. This is my favorite, so I'm gonna get to that here in a little bit. All right, let me start off with these Indian heads here. All right, okay. Got a 1990. Oh, that fills a spot. 1991. That fills a spot. 1993. I haven't spent a whole lot of money on the pennies for this album. I do have some that are in quite nicer shape with some full liberties in here. But most of these I've picked up for like a dollar or so. So that has been where I'm starting with this, and I might eventually get more. Okay, yeah. I might eventually upgrade them and get nicer ones. Get on a glove here, so as I pop these in, I don't press too much stuff on, get too much oil as I press these in. Let's see, so that's 1993, and you can see this one's quite slick. I'm pulling out, quite slick indeed. So that's pretty cool. I'll put that over there. Here's a 1991, which is quite slick, but it fills a hole in a 1990. I'm gonna pick these up. My plans going to the show did change, so I was gonna make a list of ones I had for some of these books, and or ones I was needing, and gonna try to pick some of those up, but I did not have a good chance to go through and mark everything down. So I just picked up a few. I figured I knew I needed some of the early 90s and then previous, and I just picked up a few, just to say I picked up a few to see if I could fill spots and upgrade. And I got lucky. The three that I did pick up worked out great. All right, let me grab the next book and we'll go through that. All right, next up is this 1933 still penny. Got this 1933 out of Denver. I'm gonna pop in here. That fills a spot. Awesome. Let's see. It's 45. It's better than a 45. This 1944. It's better than my 1944. And then I've got this 1940. Oh, I will have to check that out, because the 40 I have in there has a nice little. Yeah, I think the one I have in there is in better shape and has about a similar color to it. So I'm gonna put that one into a flip. So let's get these swapped down here. Oh, you can get them on camera. Say, hey, it's not on camera. Okay, move these out of the way. So we got a 44 and a 45. So here's the 44 that I'm replacing. Here's the new one, It is dark, but it has a nice purple patina to it, especially on the back. The back looks really good. And then the 45. Yep. So this is 45 I'm pulling out. It's nice and brown. And then got this red one with some beautiful rainbow toning on it that I'm gonna pop in. So definitely some upgrades. Nice pickups there. Slide this back in the bottom. All right, so 45. Boop. And then the 44. Boop. Excellent. Definitely upgrades. Nice. I'll slowly upgrade this one over time with what I find or what I pick up. All right, I think that's all for this book. Let's move on to the Mercury Dimes. All right, finally I have my Mercury Dimes. I do have quite a few pages filled. Most of these I picked up through Junk Silver, so they are quite slick. Some of them are in nicer condition and all. And I am missing the key dates, so those are ones that I might eventually decide to acquire, but I'm not rushing it. Some of the newer ones I have are in quite nicer shape. Some of them are pretty darkly toned. So let me see, get into this Merc Dime roll and see. These should be all pre-40. And it says all mint marks, so this will be interesting to take a look and see what we get. I'm expecting mostly 30s, maybe some 20s and a couple teens. All right, 1935 out of San Francisco. 1936. San Francisco. It's 1929. That looks like a Denver mint mark. All right, there's a 36 from Denver. $1929 from San Francisco. I just love the design on these things. These just bring back so many good memories. Here's a 1918 from Denver. Wow. Move this line down. Ooh, 1918 from San Francisco. Yep. That S is pretty clear on this one. I mean, it is warm, but that is quite a clear S on the back. That's pretty cool. Let's see, 1937 out of Denver. This is pretty good. Here's another Denver. 1924. Oh wow, so far this roll has been pretty good. I think the San Francisco and Denvers are the ones I'm missing mostly. 1939 out of Denver. See, this one is a S mark. Oh wow, it's a 1916 out of San Francisco. I think I might have that one already, but that's a pretty cool pickup there. 1936 out of San Francisco. 1920 out of Denver. 1918 out of Denver. This one is, let me get it in the camera. Hopefully I got the last view in the camera. San Francisco, 1924. $1936 out of Denver. 1937 out of Denver. This one has a Denver mint mark. Oh, 1917 from Denver. I think I'm going to fill a few spots with this roll. There's a Denver 1939. This one's a San Francisco 1927. Get things moved here. 1939 from Denver. 1939 from, that looks like an S, Merc, San Francisco. That is an S on this one. 1928. That's pretty cool. There's another San Francisco. 1936. 1937. Out of Denver. 1937. Out of Denver. That one's in pretty decent shape. One of the better ones so far. 1929, it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that's a 1929. Out of Denver. 1917. Oh, look at that tone on this one. It's nicely toned. 1917 out of Denver. This is some San Francisco. 1928. San Francisco. 1935. 1936 out of San Francisco. 1935 out of Denver. San Francisco. 1937. So far, all these have mint marks. That's awesome. Right, San Francisco. 1935. 1937. San Francisco. Denver. 1935. 1935. Oh, San Francisco. Wow, this one's in pretty nice shape. You can actually see most of the detail on the bands on the back. That's pretty cool. 1920. Out of Denver. Denver from 1926. 1938. Oh, looks like it's got some decent detail still. And decent bands from San Francisco. That's the first 38, I think. Getting down towards the end. San Francisco. 1917. 1934 from Denver. 1935 from San Francisco. San Francisco. 28. 1925. And this one has that looks like a D from 28. 25. I mean, there is a Denver. 26. And the last four. Oh, a 1918 from San Francisco. Another San Francisco in 1935. Another San Francisco, 1939. That one's in decent shape. Oh, and this is probably the best one. This one has quite a bit more detail. It's 1939. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, this one's probably the best one of the bunch. This one's from Denver. Awesome. All right, let me check these on my album. and see what we end up with. All right, here is the first page. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots to fill, and then 1 and 2 to replace. This one's a little bit better, the 18D, but this 25D, this is one of the nicer ones I pulled out. You can still see quite a bit of the detail on it. And this one's pretty slick, so that's an awesome upgrade. So let me get those popped out and popped in. And then we'll go on to the next page. Let's see, get the glove on here. There's that one, 20D. Yeah, this is coming up nicely. At some point soon, I'm gonna have to start upgrading. Which is fine, you know, silver is silver, so not going to complain there. That and these are my favorite coins, so that's awesome. Let me set this to the side and get the bottom one pulled out of the way. This is the Denver, just checking. So we'll pop that one out. I guess I have to pull that one all the way out. Oh well. I'll pop that one in. Excellent. There's only 3 pages in this book. And you just pull the top one out. And then slide the bottom one over a little bit. 24S goes in, and this nice 25. I'll set it over here for a sec. Oop. Pop that one out, and boom. You upgrade that one. That one looks pretty nice. Next page. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots filled. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 spots upgraded. So that is quite a few on this page. That's awesome. Let me start down here. Yeah, some of these are just in very nice shape on this page. Still have quite a bit of detail. 36S is one of the better ones with a lot of detail on both sides. This 35 is just in better condition here. Has a bit more detail than the one I had, so I'm swapping that out. Hopefully that was in camera. Gotta be better about that. All right. There we go. Let's pop this one out. That one's a bit more slick. So pop that one out. Oh, looks like I got one that's too far back here. And it went straight back. Oh well. 1930. Let's put this 1930 back in. Well, that is the 29 I put in the wrong spot. I gotta pull that out. 29 out of San Francisco. Just got to the wrong spot. That fills a spot. That replaces one. All right. These Whitman folders are nice. They got some decent up benefits, but they're definitely not quite as nice as the Dansko books in terms of quality. So that's one I'm gonna upgrade, and it's 2 upgrades. All right, let's push this back in. And then let's get these spots filled. 28 out of Denver, 28 out of San Francisco. Man, this roll really filled up this book nicely compared to what it was. 27. You know, I should have been keeping a running count. Maybe I'll watch the video after and do a total count. And oops, looks like I missed the 37s when I was going through. I've got one more spot to fill and one more to upgrade here. The D is just overall better condition and more details on front and back than what I had. And I do not have a 37S. So there we go. All right, and on the final page, just the last of the 30s I have here. Oh, there we go. Got that one wrong spot. So 38S is going to be filled. 38 Denver. This is the best one I pulled. Look at those details. Still in very nice shape. This one might even be a XF, a VF to XF. Very fine to extra fine to maybe even low AU. I don't think there's quite enough details for AU, but that is very nice. So swap that one. I do have a lot more details on this one for the 39S. So I'm going to swap that one, and that one fills the spot. All right, get these plastics out of the way, and pop one out, pop the other out. And let's get the backing back in. And there's the 39 Denver. That's quite a nice one. 38 San Francisco and 39 San Francisco. So excellent. There we go. That's quite a few spots filled. Quite a few upgrades. Overall, it was a awesome pickup. A lot more variety in that roll than I thought there might be. So that is excellent. All right. So just a few more spots to fill here and there. So yeah, just a few more spots to fill on this page. 1, 2, actually 3 spots to fill on this page. Excellent. And then probably the most spots to fill are from the key dates, the 2021 16D, and then 3, 4 others. So awesome. That is an awesome, fun. That was fun. Fun pickups. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.